I decided I'd make my second version with my testers, and that I'd document it for y'all and have a whole separate video to show you about the whole like testing experience. It's already begun. I'm a little bit late. Of course, somebody's gonna be backing up back here. I'm a little bit late in getting started with joining everybody, but everybody's starting to collect their yarn, like actually collect it now. So maybe I'm not too late, but I did find out, thank God for testers. They've already saved me. Like, y'all, I boo-booed on my original and had to make another because I didn't double the stitches. And I should have like wrote it in my notebook at that time. So my testers had the same thing happen to them. They had to, like, some of them started and had to restart because I forgot to double it up. Fortunately, somebody pointed it out. We're all good. I have ironed out a few other things within the pattern. But yeah, I'm gonna make a solid one with Kim Dye's yarn that my friend Emily Procrastinates gifted to me. Oh my God, I've always wanted to try Kim Dye's yarn. And this is amazing. It has like a metallic in it. I love it so much. It's called, the colorway is called Cloves, and it's got such a cool like change of, I don't know if you could see this, but like the flow of all the browns in it. This is gonna be a staple piece. So I'm gonna make a size up and also longer, the tunic length. So I have 409 yards in each of these, so I think I have plenty. We are headed to go get a new puppy, so guess what my car project is going to be? We have to go quite a distance, so we'll see how much progress I make. I switched to a 50-inch cord. This is my swivel cords. I think I've gone back to deciding I do like it. I don't know. We'll see as this project goes if it works, but I did start another design using it. I had to play switch like the cords with all the projects today just to get this to happen, and it ended up being way more annoying than I expected it to be, and also more time consuming than I expected it to be. But here we are. I get to work now, and like I definitely need the extra cord because of all the yarn overs. My other sample, I made it on like 14-inch cords, and I stuffed it all on there the whole entire project, and it was annoying, and I don't think I could have another like 100 plus stitches like on those little cords. I don't think I could stuff anymore, so I didn't have a choice. I had to switch to these, but when I did it, I got to see, like, I spread it all out on the cord, and I got to see kind of like the length, and it's totally going to be tunic length, so I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, I'm going to be back to knitting now. Baby, do you love the yarn?
Do you love my project? You're so cute, and so's my project. Oh, yes. Do you love it? It's brown and brown.
I brought my whip to DFW Fiberfest, but I didn't actually end up working on it. However, I did wear my original Ruana, so I wanted to share all the amazing other makers that I met while I was there.
I haven't really given much of an update on this. It's like 2 weeks left till like my tester's notes are due. I haven't caught up. I think like people are finishing their first panels, starting their second panels. Some of them even finished both panels. I am one tad little bit over halfway on my first panel. I got a new finger guide or yarn guide, new finger yarn guide, whatever, at DFW Fiberfest. I love it. This is technically supposed to be the larger size. They actually had a clover booth there. I was really surprised. But this one seems more aesthetically pleasing, being white, and it can match everything instead of my like super blue one. I also got new cord. I don't even know if I came back on here and gave an update on that. The swivels, that's not where it's at. The join there, especially when I have to do these elongated stitches of all these yarn overs, like, look, it fits on it so well here, like just perfectly. This is a 30-inch cord and I have 4-inch needles. It's absolutely perfect. And this is the tunic length that I'm making. So yeah. Anyway, the red lace is just so much better where the join is. I can make better progress. I caught some kind of crud, so I haven't. And at the festival, like I brought this as a project, I never got to it. I was working on other things. So that's another reason why I'm not making a whole lot of progress. And then the past couple days, like I've just been chilling, but I've also like done a few stitches, like a few rows here and there on this, but doing 1 or 2 rows is nothing. Like it doesn't feel like anything on this. So I need to like be more focused on making full repeats. I've already made a little bit better progress today, so I'm just gonna keep at it and hope I can finish my first panel at least soon.
The amount of joy I have for having all these pieces done. Oh my gosh. I haven't even really shared anything with y'all. I don't even know the last thing I shared. I feel like I've been in a frenzy of trying to finish this. So I've got this, these are the edgings. I still want to do the neckline edging, but I do technically have that as optional in the pattern. So yeah, I haven't done that yet. Gosh, these little bobbins that I have at the end. really get tangled with all the other yarn. I wanted to show you all the panels, but maybe I should have made sure that this was all loose before then. I don't know if I could do it. Anyway, well, I've got 2 panels. They're stuck right now. The brown is going to be so good. I forget like how time consuming like fingering weight yarn is, not to mention like how I have these elongated stitches. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. And making it in the pieces like is nice, but also annoying in some ways. I know not everybody loves seaming. And I know my testers aren't like super thrilled about it, but they've been very like, I'm fortunate that they've still been excited and trying to stay dedicated to this. I don't think any of us really have been thinking that we're going to make it on time. I want to take, like, I'm going to take pictures. I'm going hiking with my bestie Wednesday. Today is a Monday. And so I'm hoping that I can get this blocked and it dries quickly, and then I can piece it together and I can get her to take pictures of me. We're going to Mineral Wells State Park. You're supposed to be able to, like, if you find any minerals or fossils or anything, you're allowed to keep them and stuff. But they have like rock formations and like watery areas, and I don't know. I feel like cool places that I could get pictures of this with. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to start. I think wet block is going to be ideal here, like to really open up and loosen the stitches. Also, I don't know if I really said like the stellina is just perfect. Like, it's not a stellina, it's a Lorex, but it's just perfect. And it's crazy to see, like, I used acrylic with the mandala string, and this is like the wool, superwash merino and Lorex blend. But I feel like my stitches kind of worked the same, and it still has like the same stretch as the mandala string. It's just really crazy. And then also I have on the, so these are both the sleeves. I made a size larger, and then I made tunic length. So I feel like that's why this felt even longer for me, on top of the fact that I made it like one after the other. I'm going to use my Sea Witch Soak from Knitting Tipsy that my friend Stacy of Bah Humble gave me. This, it smells so good. And like, I think it's made from like Florida, the rainwater, and she does like it gets actual moon water and stuff. So it has like really good intention already set when she's making it. And then on top of the fact that I could put my own intention into it as I make the water to set for the soaking. But yeah, I mean, like, I really want to just steam block it so that it can be done. But I just think that the whole effect is going to be the way I want it to be, being wet blocked. And I'm just going to pray that it dries really fast. Unfortunately, I can't put it outside right now, like, but if I have to, if push comes to shove, then I will try to put it out for a little bit tomorrow. I was hoping to get this done even sooner, but I'm also juggling doing other things too, because we have to get ready for races this weekend too. My husband hasn't raced in a while, so I've got like the RV to get set. I've got like meals to get planned, laundry to do, lifing between all the yarning. I know people are always telling me, like, how do you get all the projects done? Like, because it's basically all that I do, but I guess it's not true. I do other things too. It's just, this is predominantly what I do. Okay, so I'm setting these so that one side is showing with the other side, because I feel like I also want to note that I put in the pattern, you can pick what side you like. It's essentially reversible. But there is kind of 2 different sides to it, because when you look, you're not going to be able to see here. Like, I'm going to try on the opposite camera. But when you look here, you'll be able to see like the elongated stitches, and they like butt up to each other. But then when you're on the other side, there'll be like little purl bumps in between them. You can kind of see that. So I guess there is kind of two sides, but that's really hard to, I don't really want to label like a right or a wrong side. I feel like people can look at it and decide how they would want it, because you might like it with those in between it. I don't know. Maybe I should ask my testers that part. Anyway, I've been so fortunate and glad that they've been sharing pictures with me. It's crazy because they've even been like stitching while they're out, like also in a frenzy with me on being concerned about if we're going to get these done in time, because it was kind of like already a tight deadline for what I would really like to give for testing, but we do what we can do here. It'll be fine.
Okay, it's really hard to record this because like the light's bouncing off from just the natural light outside, and then I turned a light on, and then also like that's why it's like this is natural light. Oh my gosh, let me use my other hand because like I'm missing some nail polish. This is natural light, and then this is like showing the artificial light, and then also like the bouncing of the light from the sparkle. Okay, so this is where I'm trying to say like how the elongated stitches butt up next to each other, and you really just see like kind of a gap in between, but yeah, they're basically next to each other. And I kind of want to show this too before blocking, because I'm not sure if it's going to show it as well once blocked, because I heavily block mine to stretch and give like the elongated stitches a lot of room, like so all this is going to spread. But here's where you can see like there's bumps in between the elongated stitches. So I guess like that's how you can decide. If you're gonna want this side, then I would say make sure that the bumps on both panels are showing the right way, the same way. And then if you're gonna do this side, make sure that the ones that butt up next to each other are the same way. Maybe I'll take a picture of this. And if I need to, I can insert that in the pattern. I feel like there's really no true way to document the reality of this color and just how grand it is. I mean, this isn't even it. With this good of lighting, this isn't even it. It's more of a like goldeny brown than it's showing like a dark brown here. And the pictures, like this changes colors in every kind of way. As I am sitting here blocking this first panel, I'm realizing maybe I should have blocked them one panel at a time as I finish them, because I might run out of materials. This requires a lot of pinning to open up all the lace work. As you can see the difference. Okay. I did not pin the edging. You know, on my sample, I actually did not wet block the edging. I steam blocked that after I added it on. I mean, I guess I technically steam blocked also my panels before, because I was using acrylic, and that tends to do better with steam blocking rather than wet blocking, but I went ahead and did it all at the same time this time, and I don't know if that was the best idea. I probably should have just done each panel, but I was thinking, oh, let me keep on working and also one wash. I don't know. So I've got one down and moving on to the other one. I don't have much room here, so I'm having to creep into this side. This is my Cocoa Knits. It's Cocoa Knits, right? Yeah, Cocoa Knits blocking mats. I use the pins a lot, but I don't always use these mats very often. They are cute. I don't know. I just feel like maybe they don't dry as easy because it's more like a carpety feel. And it's nice with these little lines, but the Cocoa Knits is pretty aesthetically pleasing. Either way, I feel like maybe I need to get more blocking supplies.
All right, I officially ran out of all the pins that I normally use, and even opened up this package of pins that I think I got like with a crochet magazine before, I think, that I've been saving. I've never freaking opened them because I don't know. I feel weird. I feel like these are like sewing pins. I keep showing you the hand that I don't have nail polish right on. So, but yeah, so this is not stylist tape. I have all these pins that have nice pearlies on them to craft something with, and I guess that's what I'm going to use. Aren't they huge? We're going real glam here. Hopefully they don't rust my project or my blocking mats. It is 6:30 at night. I swear I've been seaming all freaking day. I will say that this dried super fast, and it is very soft and slinky. I haven't put any edging on, but I just had to put it on to like see the vibe. I think I might take some of this neckline out. I set it to where it's like halfway, but yeah, I don't want it that high up. I want it more low down. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but it's definitely longer than the other ones. So hip length would be up here. And so now I've got, yeah, longer as my fingers. The other thing, okay, so I think I might actually like, cause I have to decide what I like now. I mattress seamed it, so it looks the same on both sides, but I feel like this part where I was saying where it shows like the pearl bump side, the colors really glow and it just seems more finished on that side than when the ones that bump next to each other, I feel like it's more muted. So I think I might do my lacy bits to where it's on the pearl bump side. I feel like I need to look at my other sample and see. I keep saying that, but before, and now that I'm recording, I'm remembering again. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. And then I'm gonna get to seaming. Now I'm just whip stitching the edging. So that's way less stressful. Okay, I pulled out my original so we can see too. So these are the ones where like they bump up next to each other, a little elongated ones. And then, well, here's the pearl bumps in between. Apparently I got one of each on here because on this side, the pearl bumps are on this side. I guess I didn't pay attention when I assembled this one, and they're definitely different, but I don't think anybody will notice. Now I know though. Now I know that I did that. That's very funny. So I got half and half, I guess. One half has like the little bumps in between and one doesn't. And this is the way, like this is facing out because this is my edging. You can definitely tell the right and wrong side of the edging because, you know, you have a little tidbit of the stockinette and you can see like the flare of it here. And then this is like, you can see the bump of that side. I think either way you can't go wrong. Oh my freaking goodness. I just weaved in the last end. I can't say I probably did it in the best way, but I don't think anything's gonna be visible. Ooh, hang on, let me snip a couple little fuzzies. Came in the bathroom so we can have a little bit better light, but I didn't want to miss out on those little bits. Like since I found them, then I was just trying to look and see if I had any other ends. It's done though. She's basically done. It's so loosey. It's so hard for you to see. I guess you'll just have to see more tomorrow when I get pictures, but it feels so good. I'm gonna be still in like cozy athletic gear, I feel like, when I wear this, but I am probably gonna have something more sleeveless, so that's not gonna be sticking out. But this yarn is divine. Look at this edging. I feel like I didn't do as good at applying this edging on here. I tightened it pretty good on my original one, and I feel like you're less likely to see some of these like bumps. I was a lot cleaner, but you know, I can always go back and fix it if I need to on here. I'm just in a rush. I had to get this done because it's like 10 o'clock. Okay, and I'm done because I'm waking up early and gonna have to drive pretty far. So that's that. Yay, she's ready to go hiking. I just gotta show you how I'm all ready. I decided to like kind of bubble braid. It's not really. Wear a little cap. Got like an olive green tank, some capris, my tennis shoes. It's the hiking look, right? But I'm wondering if this is gonna even like grow with wear too. Like the length, it is pretty long. It's definitely a tunic length. And I'm wondering too if this part is gonna grow a little bit with wear. I love it. I love this yarn. I love everything about this design in general. But hopefully we see some beautiful scenery. And my testers are like all doing very well with their updates, and like we're all around the same kind of frenzy. So I think a lot of them have finished stitching and just having to do a lot of seams and crank out at the nick of time to get me info. And yeah, I mean, I technically have to submit all my stuff to Lion Brand a week before, so it's ready the release week. So they do have a bit extra time if need be to get finished object photos, but I do enjoy seeing like the fit for people. So we'll maybe look at some informal things because I think a lot of people have been sharing their pictures. See, I wonder, I feel like even if you know how my original one, I was like, you could seam the front and it'd be a pullover. This would be a long one, but it'd still be cute. Maybe it could be a dress. made the neckband, and I think I'm gonna love it even more. I love the dainty vibe that it gives it. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach that, even though this releases like tomorrow. And I rewound like the remaining yarn I have left. There's still quite a bit left.